What's your body count? Whatever you think it is.
Three.
Three? Only three?
That's right.
Only three?
Only three.
Okay, what are you thinking it is? What do you think I'm asking?
How many people I killed?
Welcome back to Mindy. Today we're unpacking a topic everyone debates but nobody wants to be honest about. Does body count really make or break relationships? Let's get into it.
Here's why female body counts matter. Because I believe a woman with a high body count is not capable of loving you and respecting you and appreciating you as much as a woman with a low body count. And as we know, love and respect and appreciation goes both ways. If a woman really loves, respects, and appreciates you, you can really love, respect, and appreciate her back.
Brother's not playing. He's saying it straight. A woman with a high body count often can't love and respect you the same way. Facts. Experience matters. And trust me, a history full of hookups changes the dynamic. You want a woman who can value you fully. Body count matters. No cap. That's just reality.
She's been in the streets or he's been in the streets. Does that really matter? Or you think we are powerful enough to spiritually cleanse?
I don't think it really matters, because if you study ancient history, some of the greatest whores on the planet were actually some of the greatest wives. Why? Because they came to terms about what they was doing and about who they were. A lot of times there's nothing wrong with a person having that many bodies. Now, you could look at it in a form of a spiritual exchange, because it's a form of energy transfer. You can cleanse that energy. When you have a healthy form of ego, when I come across a woman and she got 100 bodies, I don't really castigate her for having 100 bodies, you know what I'm saying? I think my energy is enough to cleanse her. Just like Jesus, I saved her.
Hey, that's a powerful explanation. I've seen guys, their women have a lot of bodies, but they be like, hey, I'm gonna be the last body. They have a mindset like, hey, there's not a lot of real men out here, and you know, the woman at the end of the day, if she's her, she's hers. That's probably the best explanation I probably heard yet.
Hold up. I can spiritually cleanse her 100 bodies? Bro, this ain't Hogwarts. This is reality. Listen, love and all that is fine. But you're not walking into some energy spa. You're walking into a relationship, and facts don't lie. History matters. 100 bodies? That's not spiritual baggage. That's heavy luggage, my guy. Body count definitely matters. Don't tell me energy can fix what choices already did.
Here's what I really say about body count. The testament of your body count is more your rejection rate than how many people you slept with. Let's take somebody like you, for example, who's got a big name on social media, looks great, access to loads of women through the nightclub. Now, if your body count is, let's say if it's 10, but you've had hundreds of girls throwing themselves at you, yours is actually still low. Whereas if another guy who has no access to women, but finally gets one or two girls to sleep with him, on paper, it might be less, but his rejection rate is so low. So really look at how many people your partner is rejecting rather than just their body count. Because on paper, a really unattractive man who has nothing going for him, his body count's going to be low. Doesn't mean he's a decent man. It's just that he didn't have the opportunity. Similarly, women that are not that nice to be around, not that kind, not that pretty, not that attractive, hers is going to be low. Doesn't mean she's virtuous. It's just that she didn't have access. It's the ones that have access but choose to be selective. That's what you should be looking at. Is there selectivity?
Okay. Let's be real. Selectivity is cute and all, but this is a classic dodge. Body count still matters. Period. Access or no access, the more bodies someone's had, the more it shapes their mindset and how they handle a real relationship. You don't just erase history with excuses about opportunity. Love and respect are earned, not magically cleansed by social stats. Low body count? That's like hitting the relationship jackpot.
Here's what your body count says about you. Absolutely fucking nothing. We have really got to stop with all of the shame, blame, and misogyny that is going around in the dating world right now. I can say personally, yeah, I put my hoe hat up a long time ago. I slept around because I used my body to connect with people.
Are you serious?
That doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. And that doesn't mean that just because I have a body count from when I lived in New York, that I should also be judged now because somebody is insecure or feels insecure because of the fact that I had a past. So if somebody's asking you what your body count is and it makes you uncomfortable, then set that boundary and let them know, hey, there's a lot more to me than how many people I've been with. And if that's your focus, I don't know that we're going to be a match.
A, she was a hooah. B, she was a hooah.
Here's what your body count says about you. Absolutely fucking nothing.
Everything, because if you were smart enough to put two and two together, you would be able to use their own loose morals against them. I'm not explaining how to do that.
Okay, hold on. 24 bodies by mid-20s might be normal for him, but facts don't care about averages. Every one of those experiences shapes a woman's mindset and how she handles a real relationship. You want loyalty, respect, and appreciation? Low body count makes it more likely she actually values you. That "it's just character" spiel? Cute, but history matters. Body count always matters. Period.
The reality is, and I've talked about this before, is by the time the average girl graduates college, if you figure she dates, has or sleeps with, has 2 or 3 different guys per year from the time she's a freshman in high school through the time she graduates college, that's a course of 8 years. So when you figure that, you're 2-3 different dudes a year that they date. I remember when I was in high school, girls would date a guy for the fall semester, then something would happen, they'd break up or whatever. And then in the spring, they'd be dating somebody else. They might meet somebody over the summer if that relationship doesn't end. And usually what I saw in the girls that I grew up with, a lot of them came from good family-oriented backgrounds, all Catholic. I went to a Catholic high school. Is usually after college in their mid-20s is when they meet somebody, and that's who they end up marrying. But by that point, it's pretty easy. If you just figure three dudes a year, you're 24 bodies by that point. A one-night stand here and there, girls in a sorority. I mean, that's like, to me, when we were growing up, it's like, that was kind of common sense. Back when I was growing up, we never focused on body count or how many dudes a girl had slept with or how many chicks a guy had slept with. It wasn't an issue. It's only the newer guys, and usually people that focus so much on that, it's the ones that are inexperienced that aren't getting laid at all that are getting upset because some red pill retard on the internet told them they needed to get upset about it. Because character is destiny. What you're really trying to evaluate is, will this person that you're with, if you're exclusive with them, is she going to be loyal and faithful? Is she going to keep her word? Is she going to communicate like an adult? Is she easygoing, easy to get along with? Does she love her dad? Does she love her mom? Does she respect her father's authority? These are the kinds of things you should be asking.
Right. So my guy over here basically said 24 bodies by 24. That's just standard issue. Bro, that ain't a syllabus, that's a rotation. And then he hits us with, body count don't matter, just look at character. Look, character is great, but history shapes character. You can't pretend a long trail of partners doesn't affect how someone bonds, commits, or stays loyal. That's like saying, mileage doesn't matter. When you're buying a car, then acting surprised when the engine light pops on every month. Body count matters because patterns matter. Choices matter. Experience matters. You can't skip the resume and just hope the job works out.
Hyper-promiscuity in society. Does that diminish a woman's value?
I'll say to you this way. Somebody comes in for a job interview, and in the last 5 years, they've had 20 jobs. How do you look at them?
It's a problem.
It's a problem. Somebody comes for a job interview, and they're 32 years old, and from 22 till 32, they've worked at 2 companies. How do you look at them?
Yeah, positive.
Positive. No matter who you work with, you're going to have conflicts with that individual. The fact that this person was able to stay at 2 companies for 12 years tells me they're mentally tough, they're emotionally tough, they don't jump to conclusions, they're rational, they can see the other side, they probably take responsibility. The same exact way we don't like to see people with too many jobs on their resume, we don't like to see too many boyfriends and body count on the resume. Whether they like it or not, that's just how it is.